Alright, so in this video, we're going to be showing you how to brown ground beef. And with this ground beef, I'm going to be making sloppy joes. As you can see with all these spoons on the side, that's not necessary for this. Right now, we're just going to be browning meat. So you're going to need a spoon. I use a wok because I'm more used to a wok than other pans. Here's the ground beef. This is just going to be a small serving because it's not going to be for everyone. So first of all, you're obviously gonna have to cut it open. Okay, so we're probably gonna want to cut it over a sink.
Wait.
What I'm gonna do. I don't think y'all need to see blood, so sorry about that. I'm gonna be out of the angle for a little bit. Gonna drain the blood. All right. So I'm just gonna finish cutting this open now that all the blood's drained out. And I'll be right back with you in just a second now. Okay, so now that I've got the ground beef here, before I put it in, I'm going to have to put it at a temperature close to medium high. Let me try that again. There we go. Sorry about that. Now, I'm left-handed, so I put it at this side. So first of all, you're just going to want to kind of plop this in here without burning yourself, ideally. And now that's there, you're gonna want to get a spoon. Actually, I'm gonna move it over to the right side because I'm left-handed and I prefer using the spoon like this. So what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna start mashing up this meat so you can distribute it evenly, the ground meat. And currently it's still heating up. It's gonna get to a nice high temperature soon and it'll start browning. So what I do myself, once I finish chopping this all up into nice chunks, you're gonna do this throughout the whole thing, but you're gonna start chopping it up. Sometimes you leave it idle, that way it cooks on the other side. It's already browning right here, as you can see. So you're gonna wanna distribute that evenly, and since there's such a small amount of beef here, it's going to cook rather quick. Usually with a wok, it's for Asian foods, but the pan usually gets filled up. So right now, I'm just kind of mashing it up into smaller pieces, because for sloppy joes, you're going to want smaller pieces, not big chunks. It's not going to be like a steak. And so there's not really much I can say here left. I'm just going to be browning the meat. Just keep chopping it up in little bits and pieces. Keep stirring it, sometimes leave it idle. That way it browns evenly. And you're going to be doing this for well over maybe 5 minutes at least. But with this serving, I've got no doubt it's going to take a short amount of time. Now, since I'm doing sloppy joes, I'm going to be pouring it right into a strainer once I'm done. Once the heat is off. And I'll be putting it back in the pan, put it in ingredients, but that's not what you're worried about right now, because just browning the meat. So you're just going to keep repeating the steps previously that I mentioned until you don't see any pink or red, because pink or red is obviously something you don't want to have inside your food, unless it's supposed to be pink or red. But in this case, meat definitely should not be pink or red. I also suggest when you're browning meat, use a wooden spoon as opposed to a rubber one or a silicone one. That way, well, it's more well, I like using it better personally. It's just my opinion. But I suggest using one of these because it's sturdier. It's going to be going on for a little while longer. As you can see, it's starting to become more brown, less pink. You're going to want to try to keep the pink side on the bottom of the pan. That way it actually cooks and you're not just burning the other side of the meat. I'll just let it sit here a while. Sometimes try spreading it out. I don't think I've got much time left on this demonstration since it's maximum 7 minutes, but just keep doing this until you don't have any pink. I don't think it'll be finished by the time, I run out of time. So that's how you brown your meat. You want to keep chopping it up till it's nice chunks like this. That way it cooks better and also better for serving sizes. And that's about it.